Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yay! So today is the first official video for CoverGirl. But before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your amazing response to the first video. So for today's video, I actually had something else planned at first, but then one of my amazing readers requested that I do a video on how to dress modestly in the summer heat without perspiring too much and without wearing too many layers and all that. So I have mentioned in my previous video that I am someone that does perspire a lot, and that was probably the toughest part about starting to cover up and dress modestly, is that I just felt so claustrophobic. I would put on clothing and I just want to take everything off and it would just be way too much. So over the years I have mastered ways to kind of get myself around that. So if you want to know how to beat the heat, if you want to know how to beat the heat, keep watching. Okay, so before I go into the must-have items that you need in your wardrobe for summer or for heat, I want to share the two main principles of personal styling. And the first one is proportion. So proportion has everything from understanding the proportions of the garments you're wearing to understanding the proportions of your body. It's really important when you're choosing any outfit to know your body and know what's flattering for you. So when I talk about the proportion of the clothing, what I'm essentially saying is that you want to balance out skinnier items with more loose and flowing items. So this all depends on parts of your body that you want to cover. And when I say skinny items, I don't necessarily mean it needs to be super slim fitting. It just needs to be more fitted than the other part, if that makes sense. So if you're going to be going for like a kimono or a loose and flowing top, then I would say you go for skinny leg jeans. I mean, it seems obvious, but so many people still get this wrong. So fit is everything. So we're going to be discussing proportions a little bit later as well, when I show you how I like to mix and match some of my outfits, and then I'll share some of my other outfit posts as well as examples to show you how I've incorporated that into my looks on my blog and in my daily life. Then principle number 2, wear the correct undergarment. A lot of women think that if they're covering up, nobody's going to see my undies, I'm covering up, but it actually does make a huge difference, because essentially covering up in the heat has everything to do with smart and convenient layering. So you need to get that bottom layer right before you can build up on top. Another thing that you want to factor in when you are picking out your undergarments is to try and opt for breathable fabrics like cotton and natural fibers, because that's going to keep that bottom layer as breathable and airy and flowy as possible. So the way that we're going to do this is I'm going to take you through different levels of heat or temperature that you would have on a summer's day. So for example, the same way that Nando's has extra hot, mild, and then lemon and herb, we're going to have extra hot, mild, and lemon and herb day. So I'm going to show you how I would style for each of those days. And we're going to start from the hottest and end off with the coolest. So we're going to start off with the warmest weather, because that's the one that's the toughest to dress for. And then we're going to end off with the cooler weather. So when the weather is scorching hot, there is only one way to go. Dresses, 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 and more dresses. This is something you need to invest in for summer, because the best part of wearing a dress is that when you put it on, you're already dressed. You literally just need to add accessories if that's your vibe, put on your shoes, and you're out the door. So not only is it going to keep you cool, but it's also going to save you time. So some of my favorites include this blue and white one over here that I got in Thailand. Then I've also got this little orange gypsy. Then of course, super on trend right now is to wear your strappy dress with a cute little tee underneath. Then finally, what I would say is my signature dress in summer is the kaftan. It's just got this bad connotation with it of women cleaning their house in it, being pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen, frying their samosas. It's just not always had a cute action or association with it. But personally, I find them so beautiful. I think it's incredibly regal. So my mom goes to Mecca at least once or twice a year, and then she always brings me at least 2 every single time. I style up my kaftan really with purpose. So I make sure my hair is done, my makeup is done, my accessories are on point, wearing great flat shoes. And then I really just feel like I cheated the system compared to most other people who have layered whatever else on there and shaved their legs, because y'all don't know what is going on underneath that thing. Okay, moving along to temperature number 2, which is sort of moderate heat, maybe with a bit of breeze. For this level of heat, I really love to pair slim fit tops with looser bottoms. So those looser bottoms can be a pair of boyfriend jeans, a pair of culottes, and of course my very voluminous dwindle skirts. That's kind of my signature. I think I have about 7 of them. I also get my mom to make them for me in every single color. I even got married in one because it's my favorite look of all time. I wear it with sneakers, I wear it formally with heels to weddings or whatever else. I just wear it whenever I want to, however I want to. I just feel so elegant and so vintage and classy when I wear it. So it's really my favorite look, and it's just always such a hit. Okay, moving along. So I will actually wear a crop top, believe it or not, with my culottes, with my dwindle skirts, and then I'll put a bodysuit underneath it, like one of those little tank bodysuits. So you have like this sliver of skin, but not skin, because your bodysuit or even your vest is sticking out underneath it, and then it gives that little divide. You can even wear a very boxy top and boxy bottoms or loose bottoms. So that little sliver where your body is showing but not showing really gives an interesting proportion to that overall look. This particular heat level, I like to keep it loose and flowing at the bottom, and then a little bit more fitted on top. So then the last level of heat, which is going to be your cooler weather that's not quite cold, but it's a nice refreshing temperature. This is the one where you really have free reign and probably a lot more to play around with, because of course you can wear more layers. So in this particular kind of weather, I like to opt for my skinny jeans and then a longer length top or statement kimono. It sounds like the simplest thing to do, you just throw on some jeans and something that's gonna go over it and cover your butt, but there is actually more to it. So again, I'm gonna go back to proportion. So in my opinion, if you are wearing some skinny jeans and you want to cover up with the top, you're either going to wear a shorter top that's just going to cover your butt, or you're going to wear something longer from the knee down. The second you hit that level between where your butt ends and your knee begins and you're kind of in the middle, that's when you're going to be frumpy McFrumpants and nobody wants to be her. So if you want to cover more than just your back, by all means do it, but then cover with purpose, which means cover all the way down to your knee, and then have your skinny jeans showing from the knee down. Lastly, my favorite look to pull off in cooler but still moderately warm weather is to wear a super long or statement kimono with my skinny jeans and what I like to call the conservative vest. So what I mean by conservative vest is one like this, where it is sleeveless, the neck is quite high, and it's not too tight fitting. I love that the sleeves are sort of cut over here, so when I wear my kimono over it, it's like even if it flies open a bit, it doesn't show too much skin. I love longer length kimonos. I get so many compliments, I get so many Instagram likes when I wear them. I think when it's longer length, it also just gives a super striking finish overall to your look, which is very different to your regular just over the bum kimono. So if you can get one of these custom made, I highly recommend it. It is so amazing. It keeps you cool, you look great. What I did last summer was I actually took one of the kaftans that I have, they come from Mecca, and I split it down the middle and then just had my mom hem it down the center. And right now it's the kimono I love the most, and everyone always asks me about it, and it's literally the easiest thing ever. So that's it from me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you learned something. If you guys can think of any modest dressing babes who would love and appreciate this video, please do share this with them. And also, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. And once again, if you have any suggestions for the CoverGirl series or any other videos you'd like to see, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment box below. Pop me an email and I will see what I can do for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.